Joe Rogan talks about alligators and sharks on his podcast. I feel like that's like a normal thing for Joe Rogan. He's always talking about animals, and it's pretty entertaining to me because these stories a lot of these guys have are pretty insane. Let's get into it.
7 years old. I was
Yeah.
looking at alligators. Like,
Wow.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
It was a goddamn dinosaur. But there was a small population of them because they had been whacked into oblivion before, and people were making suitcases out of them. And then they made it illegal to hunt them, and they made them a protected species. But then they fucked up. They overprotected.
Yeah.
And those goddamn super lizards are everywhere now.
They're fucking everywhere.
Everywhere.
My mom belongs to a golf course down in Florida where she lives. And there's this alligator, it's apparently like this fucking 14-foot alligator. And the people were playing golf, and there was a deer. And everybody's standing there going like, it's a deer. It's a deer. Look at that beautiful deer. Fucking alligator comes out, grabs it, pulls it into the water, does that spin move, takes it to the bottom, fucking done. So everyone's talking about it. What do we do about it? So about 3 weeks later, my mom is out on the course, and her ball is right next to the lake where the alligator is. And she forgets. And she goes over, and her ball is right on the edge, and she's standing there, and she was standing on some fucking like dead grass, and it gave out, and she fell in the fucking lake up to her neck. And then she remembered, and she fucking started scrambling up the mud and grabbing at the reeds to get out of there. And the people that she was with had left. She was playing by herself for some reason. And she fucking got out of there and got in the cart, and then she just started laughing.
Oh, my God.
You believe that shit?
I
My
can
little
believe-
mother, my
Oh
little
my God.
5'2" mother,
Oh, my God.
would have been a tasty meal.
It would happen so quick,
Yeah.
too.
Better than a deer. Old lady, nice soft old lady.
Way more tender.
Yeah. Corn fed.
Ooh.
My mom's corn fed. I never told you that?
No.
Yeah.
I thought she was organic.
No. We let her free range though sometimes.
There's a great story about a car chase. The cops were chasing this dude with a stolen car. And the guy jumps off a bridge into the water and immediately gets eaten by alligators.
Wow.
Yeah. He's like a little overpass over a river, just hops out of the fucking car, jumps into the river, and smash. He lands right in front of an alligator.
No shit.
Alligator jacks him in front of the cops.
Wow.
What do you do? If you're a cop, do you shoot at the alligator? Do you try to kill the alligator while
Good
it's killing
point.
the guy?
Good point.
I mean, that's a reckless thing to be doing. When there's a lot of thrashing around, you're just going to empty your clip. Pop, pop, pop. You know, I mean, how much distance is there between the bridge and the water?
Right.
What can the cop do?
Well, you know the guy's going to die, so I think it's a safe bet to take some shots anyway.
I think it's a not safe bet to take some shots because if you're a cop, what if you hit the guy? And they said, oh, you shot him. You're
Right,
trying to cover
right.
up by
That's
letting
true.
the fucking alligators eat him.
It's true.
You got to let the alligator eat him.
Yeah.
You got to save your job.
Do you hear about the guy? There was a guy flying a plane from Florida to Cuba.
That's
Or
fucked up.
Cuba to Florida. And the plane fucking went down.
Oof.
And he survived the crash and then got eaten by sharks.
Really?
That's fucked up.
Why is that funny? That's so fucked
Just
up.
because that 20-minute period where you're floating in the water but you're thankful and you're almost giddy.
Oh my
I
God.
did it. I fucking survived.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Bad day.
Well, you know that story about the World War II boat that sank, and the guys were floating around at sea for several days, and most of them got eaten by sharks?
Oof.
That's the story that they talk about in the beginning of Jaws.
Yeah.
Remember where the captain's at the fucking scars, and he starts talking about his time on the boat?
Yeah.
Do you remember that scene?
Roy Scheider.
No, not Roy Scheider. The guy who's talking to Roy Scheider.
Okay.
Who's that guy? What's that guy's name again? Old time actor. The guy was fucking amazing. Just pull up Jaws.
I know you said it too quick. Richard Dreyfuss.
No. Richard Dreyfuss was a scientist. Roy Scheider was the sheriff. Richard Dreyfuss was the scientist. And then there's an older gentleman.
Robert Shaw.
Robert Shaw.
Oh, yeah. Right.
He steals that fucking
Fuck
movie.
yeah.
Baby. He steals that movie. Where is he?
Right here.
Yeah, he steals
Oh,
that
picture of
fucking
him.
movie. He steals that fucking movie. You believe him.
Wait, so what was the opening scene?
Not the opening scene, but he describes what it was like. No, that's a different shark attack.
So I typed in World War II shark
Oh, the
attack.
naval ship. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm sorry. I was thinking when it says worst shark attack in history, I was thinking it was that story about New Jersey where the bull sharks killed people. Scroll back up so I can see what it says there. 1945, U.S. naval ship was sunk by a Japanese submarine. The ship's sinking was just the beginning of the sailor's nightmare. Yeah, that's the boat. That's the story.
How many people died?
A shitload. Let's see.
200 and about almost 300 people died.
Yeah, of the 1,196 men aboard, 900 made it into the water alive.
Bro.
Their ordeal.
Wait.
So that's how many survived the crash. So there's 900 of them that are alive. Now, how many of them make it to the end? Out of 900. Scroll it, scroll it, scroll it, scroll it.
Days passed.
Yeah, they're just giving you the full line of the story. They're not giving you just the actual facts.
317.
317 remained. So almost 600 people got eaten.
Estimates of the number who died from shark attacks range from a few dozen to almost 150.
So the other people die from other things?
Starvation, probably.
Oh.
Heat, stroke, being in the water. Could be a lot.
And so I bet when those guys died, then the sharks ate them and it got even worse. Fuck, man.
Whoa.
That's fucking crazy. Just imagine 150 people eaten by sharks.
The amount of blood in the water?
Fucking Christ. Oof. But when you're around any kind of thing that can eat you and kill you, it puts it all into perspective that you're not around that enough. It's not like you should be around it all the time, but you should know it's a real thing. And when you're around it, you go like, oh, sharks will just eat you. Oh, a bear will just eat you. Oh, that mountain lion will just eat you. Oh. Like these people that got killed this year was, or 2018 at least, was very rare. And that 2 people were documented killed by mountain lions in the Pacific Northwest. One guy in Portland, outside of Portland, and one guy outside of Seattle. It's pretty rare that mountain lions do that. But, mountain lions will just eat you. Oh, that can happen too. Like, we think we're so safe.
Facts.
And I think you're right. It would keep you in the moment. I think we should release like grizzly in cities. Just because, like, you might be worried about, the fucking stock market's down, or I think my wife's cheating. Bear! And you're right back in the moment again.
Yeah, you're in the moment. Then you're going to have to allow people to be armed to protect themselves. Guys are going to have open carry. Fucking ARs slung around their shoulders looking out for bears everywhere.
Yeah.
You're taking your kid to school, you better bring...
Man, that is... I mean, I wouldn't recommend them releasing bears in city limits, so I get what he's saying. We should be aware. But not everybody's just living in their own world. Me personally, I go everywhere with a gun because I know that anything can happen. Like, I live in North Carolina, so bears are real. Fucking snakes during the summer. We don't really have no big cats down here, not where I'm at. But yeah, like, death is present. So, but not everybody's just some weenie who thinks this world is just so innocent. You know what I mean? I'm definitely aware that, hey, we can go at any moment and you don't know how you're gonna go. You dig what I'm saying? But as far as where I live, I don't think it's gonna be from a bear or a fucking mountain lion, but it's definitely possible because there's definitely bears where I'm at anyway. But appreciate you guys for watching, man. I enjoy these kind of videos, man. They're pretty entertaining. Joe Rogan is hilarious, man. But appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. I'm gone.